What's up, traders? Let's get into how I'd find high probability gold entries using SMC. Let's send the cycle, guys. As gold is the god of Greek gods on the market, guys. But hey, let me give you a debrief on how you would find perfect entries trading gold. So I'm gonna be doing that on the 4 hour time frame, guys. 4 hour time frame. So obviously identify the highs, the lows, the key areas, identify imbalances that still have to be filled by the gold, right? But let me move to the okay, like this chaos, guys. I'm gonna be using this block, so we're gonna just gonna place the high here, gonna place the low here as well. Okay, so okay, let me also place the no, I'm not gonna use it. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Right here, first and foremost, guys, you have to identify the highs and the lows. Okay, just identify the supply zone. Let me identify the demand zone marked as well. But what is so dangerous about this area? Where are the key areas you can see for yourself and would obviously have to check after will they be respected or not? Okay, first and foremost, let's search for the fair value gaps, breakup blocks, liquidity sweeps, and wake breaker dots. Something I created for myself. Guys. Come on. I'm trying to brand. Oh, come on. So first, we have identified this old 50-year-old fair value gap, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna use blue to just make it simple for you guys. Okay, this is the fair value gap. First fair value gap identified. Second fair value gap. Here's the second fair value gap. Okay, I'm gonna be keep on changing colors. Sorry guys, it can be obviously seeing these fair value gaps by the colors. Okay, that's not the color, but okay. What's the following fair value gaps? By this structure, guys. By this structure is the third fair value gap. Let's put it in this color. Okay, is there another fair value gap? Nope. As you can see, these looks are very strong. Okay, now let's identify the breakup blocks. Okay, here's the breakup blocks. So the breakup blocks, we're gonna be making them to deep colors and shit. So keep intact. These are the breakup blocks. Is there another breakup block? I don't see one. I would say this one, but there's a family cap, so I wouldn't validate that as a breakup block, a confirmed breakup block. No, I wouldn't. Is there a breakup block here? Of course there is. Okay, let's change the color. Let's make it purple for you guys. So yeah, these are the key areas that we would obviously mark by using this structure to obviously see how are we going to be moving by the market. That's why most traders have a lot of trend lines. Professional traders, even firm traders, have a lot of trend lines because they identify the most volatility time session of the market to then use it for the consolidations and more validations on the market. So as you can see, I just marked all the areas family gaps, key areas that we would have to use for the market move. So let's mark the areas that were used for the market to go to a certain direction. For example, as it's sold here, guys, we were on a short position, and then to go up, what had to happen? Okay, so I'm just gonna be marking them by circles. I'm just gonna Okay, you know what? Let me just use a highlighter. Okay, as you can see here, to obviously hit this bias to the upside, what had to happen? Okay, it created. We had a breakup block before this move. Okay, it sold, created a perfect low for us. Okay, that's good. And then it used liquidity candlesticks, fake bullish candlesticks went to the downside. As you can see, these three candlesticks are bearish. As you can see, right? So these three candlesticks are bearish. And then there had to be one bullish candlestick that changed the market direction fully, guys. Because it did use this as liquidity to obviously take out the buyers, obviously. because there were a lot of long positions here heading to the upside. But hey, what did market do? Liquidate them all like peanuts. Okay, as it used this bullish position to liquidate three candlesticks, it proved that the market direction on gold is anticipated perfectly towards its high volatility and high value. So as you can see, first and foremost, a liquidity sweep that day, and then it had another bearish candlestick. This bearish candlestick was like a trigger for sellers to be like, okay, I'm sorry, but we have to make a fake shot, and that fake shot costed a lot of traders, and that's a bad thing. Bad thing towards beginner trader, but a good thing to us as experienced trader because we know the market movement, understand the candlestick, understand between the bearish and the bullish towards the fake outs and the real trade direction. So yeah, guys, as you can see right now, we did make a fake bullish candlesticks and then it headed to the upside. It headed to the upside, right? But the question you would ask yourself, did this fake fair value gap use it? Because first and foremost, it did create a morning star here. This morning star traders would obviously enter short position, anticipating that it's gonna continue to sell. But guess what? It didn't actually sell. So they actually bought, made a fake short. So as you can see, guys, I just marked three fake market directions that could obviously make you lose as a beginner trader, right? And then it bought, went into this EMA between the February gap and the breakup block, and then it sold, right? But once it sold, guys, it gave us another confirmation. This bearish candlestick is a full confirmation of us that we are going to be hitting short position. But the question is it long? Is it long term towards short position? Obviously, that's something you would have to identify towards where do you place your take profit. Because when you don't forget this rule, guys. When you're selling at a high, and your take profit has to be at a low. Don't forget that rule, guys. As you can see, we had a perfect EMA. But here, one thing most traders will identify is head, right shoulder, head, shoulder, left shoulder. That's how to identify tools. Okay, those are pattern traders or swing traders. So those swing traders use these patterns, but we don't use it because we're SMC traders and ICT combined, as we call it, GMFX, guys. So this is a full confirmation. This kind of stake and this 50 gap that was identified on this EMA proves to us that we're going to be selling. So obviously hit to wherever we were targeting. But if I were you, if I were a trader, I would obviously place my take profit here because this area is very important as it's a breakup level. So I would place my take profit here. Knowing very well I'm putting a short position heading to here, this EMA, and then I'm taking my take profit. And then I'm gonna have to wait for another market confirmation towards where are we heading. And as you can see for yourself, this area proves to us that this morning star is gonna make the market go insanely crazy. And it did. It did obviously hit a long position, respecting first and foremost, respected the breakup level. Second, it created a full confirmation morning star. And it obviously bought with no further ado, liquidated three candlesticks in one candlestick towards volatility. That gives us enough confluence and confirmation towards are we headed to the upside? Are we taking long positions, guys? But as you can see, it did obviously take out this 50 gap with no further ado. It just showed us that it was just child's play, I'm not gonna lie. And then it bought to the upside. Once it bought to the upside, okay, market. Where would you place your take profit? Obviously, I'll place my take profit to this high, guys. This is the high that is a full confirmation towards where am I taking my long position. So let me just show you guys long position, where to enter my trade. I would obviously enter this, maybe I would enter right at the liquidity exchange market. So as you can see, I will place my take profit here at this high. So yeah, this is where the take profit was taken. But look at the reversal. Look at the reversal of this take profit. This trade setup for those traders that know what I'm talking about, and for those beginner traders, take notes for this. As you can see, this candlestick, guys, is called the liquidity sweep, the candle of both sellers and buyers, the dominator between sellers and buyers, guys, the indecisive game changer. Because this kind of stick gave us a full confirmation that the buyers and sellers are fighting like Iran and USA, guys. It's insane. Or Israel, whatever the war was. But hey, guys, I'll catch you on another one. Keep updated on this playlist. That's how we make. That's how we are going to be changing 10K to 1 million in 30 days. So I'll catch you on another one.